Yes, sir. You know what it is. 103.5 KTU, the beat of New York. My brother. This is my twin, okay? Sean Paul is back in the building.
Bang, bang,
What's
bang.
up, my
What's
brother?
up, bro?
Good?
Big up, man.
You know, I get it all the time. Every time I post a picture or video, they be like, twins. Twins. When I used to do
same
106 in Park, I think we
Same
talked
thing.
about this. They used to always clown me. They used to be like, Sean Paul.
Yeah,
They used to call me
my
Sean
bro.
Paul all the time.
Well, you must have hated me then.
No, I love you. You're my brother. You know what I'm saying? But once you had the mohawk, I was like, now we don't look alike anymore. You got the
Right?
Sean got
I went
the mohawk.
out of the
I don't
box
got the mohawk. Then I grew my hair. Now I cut it. Now we're really back to looking like twins.
Sure.
How's everything, my brother?
Good, my bro. Good.
I see it. I love to see it, man. Do you ever sit down because you're always on tour, on the road, performing
On tour,
somewhere?
performing, doing studio production, things like that, recording still. Yeah.
You got,
I mean, life is full, bro, and I forgive thanks.
yeah. Always give thanks.
Yeah, man, I forgive
I
thanks.
love to see it, man. Congratulations. So,
Same, man.
I mean, I don't got to do the full background, people. If you really want to get to know my relationship with Sean Paul, you can look up my last interview with him. You know what I'm saying? So we're not
true.
going to talk about how far we go back because we'll be here forever because we go back. So,
Don't it?
so I want to talk about everything that you have currently going on, right?
sure.
So you have the clothing line collaboration. You want to start there?
Yeah, Crooks and Castle, big vibe. I mean, they approached us, did some merch thing with us in Canada, I think it was at first.
Yeah.
And I just love the way how they was doing business. And when they showed me some designs, they were like, yo, let me put this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And pretty much just ran with it, man. Very
That's good.
dope vibe.
They're a great line too. So it's awesome that you have something going on with them.
Yeah, man. And it's a unique collaboration because kind of try to put dancehall spirit and like just my own vibe as, the iconic figure, what them say.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Good vibes.
Yeah. Oh, you're an icon.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't got to downplay it. You're an icon. We know how long you've been doing this for. You know what I'm saying? And then just the whole culture. Like for you, you've been nonstop. You've been on fire forever. But I feel like now it's caught on for a lot of other artists, and it's growing a lot more too. The whole Caribbean and dancehall music and reggae is on fire right now.
Yeah,
there's
for
no
sure.
Other way,
I mean,
no other way to look at it.
Everybody doing their thing. I don't just sell out UBS the other days. The Cartel a couple weeks before. Beanie Man is coming over here to so Killer.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's crazy. You see, I've been having. You see, I had Spraga and Shammy here the other day.
Yeah, Spraga, Shama. I was watching with Ding Dong too.
Yeah, Ding Dong too. Yeah,
vibes.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like a reggae DJ.
No, but that just show you. That just show you we kind of keep coming. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? And there's some of us been waving the flag forever. Some not as long.
Yeah.
But we still do the thing. So big up to all Jamaica and everybody who love reggae and dancehall.
Love to
and thank
see
you,
it.
bro. Appreciate it, man. You always been supportive.
I've always been supportive. I love the
You know what I
music, obviously. I tell people all the time it's like a broken record. When I started DJing with a sound.
Yeah.
So, and if people don't understand it or even understand what I'm saying, what a sound is like, a reggae sound is like a group of DJs, and you'd have, I was the guy who'd come in and do the hip hop set.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I grew up around that culture. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I was just telling
Yes.
Joe Riccatelli, he's in the building too. Shout out to Joe Riccatelli, shout out my man Steve, everybody, big dogs in the building in the backgrounds behind the cameras. But I was telling them, man, we go way back. Like when I turned 21, you did my birthday party, and
bro.
luckily I just turned 27 the other day. But you might have to multiply it a couple times.
It's been a real quick 20 years.
21 times 21 or something like that. But either way, it's crazy to see how music has come along, man. So even the other day, like I said, when Sprague and them were in here and they were doing their thing, just hearing some of those verses, I was like, wow,
bro,
man, it brought me back to a different place mentally. Like,
Bad.
I started thinking about what I was doing when those records were out and being in the club,
brother.
banging on the walls and.
You know it, and we keep that vibe going. You know what I mean? So
are you working with anybody first of all, do you go back to Jamaica often, or because you stay?
I live in Jamaica,
yeah,
bro.
I know you have. No, I know that you have. You live there, but you really live on the road.
I live on the road a lot, yeah. But I live there and I produce there, man. So producing artists like Charlie Black's Busy Signal.
Yeah.
We producing stuff for my own crew, Lugaman, people like Rasa Jai, Kwanda Joy. Those two guys were in the Bob Marley movie last year. Producing things with Chi-Ching Ching as usual.
Yeah.
So we did a juggling last year, like a salute to Dave Kelly, cause Dave Kelly is one of Jamaica's most prolific producers.
Yeah.
And I revamped one of his classic rhythms, I could say.
Awesome.
So it's called Showtime. So Dirty Showtime now. Yeah, so we on it with a song called Bring It. I named the tour Bring It Tour this year when I went to UK just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is what we've been doing. So we don't really sit down, you know. I like music, bro. I like being in the studio or being on stage. Everything else is kind of like in between for me. So those are my focuses.
Performing for you is so natural, right?
It's a vibes.
It's the vibes. Do you still get the same like feeling every time you're about to hit that stage?
Energy.
It's all about energy.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, you have. Let's talk about that. You have another tour now, right? That's kicking off.
Yeah, tour come. I'm going in June to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Different countries and cities over there, and then in July, me and Wiz Khalifa and the baby going on the road.
That's gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah, crazy. They came about 3 times to say to me, "Yo, we need you on this tour," and that's just kind of like they showed me love from the beginning of the talks about it, you know. And
that's gonna be a good one. You're gonna be out here at Jones Beach Theater. We're giving out tickets to that too. So,
mad something.
You
so
know?
Can't wait for that, man. And then in August, that's July. In August, I go doing different dates all over the place, Canada and Europe again and stuff. So it's gonna be a long summer, but a good one.
Yeah,
you know
it's always a good. It's a blessing, man.
Vibes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, and you're one of those artists that, you know, you've gotten support globally, pretty much like your whole career.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you know, I'm a global dude.
You're a global artist, man. So, and I love to see
respect.
it, man. So you perform. If you could just think of one place that you found yourself performing, and you said to yourself, I can't believe I'm performing here. And I'm not talking about think about a city that, not a city that we all would say quickly. Like where have you performed that you're like, I can't even believe they know my records here.
I've been to Kazakhstan just in
I don't even know where that is.
Last year, which is crazy.
Where is that?
It's in Eastern, it's Europe, so Asia,
Europe, somewhere
kinda,
around there. Like nobody even knows where that is.
Yeah, it's over
and
that side.
They knew all your records. Crazy.
Yeah, I've been to Singapore just early this year.
Yeah.
Big vibe, big arena full of people. It was really awesome to see that, to feel the love for the music, for just the genre itself. Because there's people who come to tell me, yo, you put me onto the genre. Like I heard your songs. And then I started listening to more and more people, and you know how the algorithms stay pushes different stuff to them. So, they thank me for that, and I'm really honored by that. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Good vibes.
So what's next, man? What's next first of all, what's your next single that you're dropping? I've heard Joe was telling me there's something on the way.
Yeah, no, I got different types of, I wouldn't say genres, but different types of mood within dancehall that I do.
Yeah.
And so, like earlier this year, I released one called "Now Follow Them."
Yeah.
And that was basically a more hardcore kind of lyrics and vibes. I'm about to release something with a kid I shouldn't call him a kid, he's an elder right now, and one of the people who I look up to in the business, very talented, guy named Brushy One String.
Okay.
He's done like millions of views on YouTube with a song called Chicken and the Corn. It's an older song. But I recently saw him performing in the countryside in Jamaica, and he gave us like an hour worth of performance. What's really crazy about him is that he has one string on a guitar, and he plays the bass line. So it's just
one string on the
one string. Yeah, so he's playing like dunk, dunk, dunk.
Is it the same or no? Because you still could he could change the tone.
Yeah,
you
could change it. So, but then he sings very bluesy stuff. You know what I mean? So I was really inspired by that performance. My family was there. My son just sat like this. I was like, bro, you realize he's playing with one string. That's showing you could play with, you could make music with anything.
With anything.
Yeah, so I did a song with him. I was inspired, wrote the song. It's about kind of like the violence that's happening in most of the world, but also in Jamaica. So that's a song that's coming out pretty soon. It's going to be dropping on my label on Dirty Rock. I just did the Tyler remix.
The Tyler remix, yep.
And so that's out there as well.
You always, one thing I love about you is that you get on everyone's track and do these remixes. Do they, whenever they reach out, you're such an awesome artist to work with, because I tell people all the time, like, Sean is always Like, do you ever tell somebody, nah, I'm not gonna do that? Or
there's some. I honestly,
we're not gonna say who, but
honestly, it just depends on my mood. Because
Yeah,
sometimes, like as I said, there's different moods that I'm doing. So the hardcore thing was earlier this year. This one about violence is coming out soon. Then like my mood just kind of got onto the shake it to the max kind of vibe. So they sent me the rhythm, and I'm waiting until when we're gonna drop that. You know what I mean?
So so wait, the shake it to the max rhythm?
Yeah.
Oh, so you do remixing that too?
Yeah, not a remix. I just put a song
a verse on it.
I spit a song on it. So I'm kind of looking forward towards that.
I need that first, bro. I need that first.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm gonna give you dub plays and everything.
Woo!
But other than that, there's a song called Ginger that I did.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna drop that I think in June.
Okay.
That's kind of more of like the mood of the Afrobeat, mixed with the dancehall vibe, and kind of locking those different moods right now. So those three different things, as I said, my one is called Tough. You can look out for the song called Tough on the Shake It to the Max.
Okay.
Then look out for the Me and the Brushy One String, which is more of a like a reality type vibe.
Yeah.
And then look out for this kind of like Afrobeat, more pop,
a lot of music,
dancehall
a lot
vibe
of music on the way,
coming out called Ginger, coming out soon. So yeah,
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta big up Ina too. I just did a song with Ina, which is me and her. Big up to Ghost Team Production. So me and her kind of put the song out on our labels, and it's doing well. It's called Let It Talk to Me.
That's awesome.
So she's a big star in Romania. I just came from over there. 80,000 people in the concert. Crazy vibe, man. Crazy vibe. So look out for all them things if y'all kind of tuning in, listening in, watching in. Let's check it out, man.
Hey, man. Well, listen, man. As always, it's my brother Sean Paul. This is, you have a key already to the building.
Much
so
respect,
whenever
sir.
you're in New York, you slide
man.
through right here at the Pro Show, KTU. We got your back 150 million%. Next year, we're doing our 30-year anniversary show. So I'm just putting that in your calendar, and Steve and Joe and everybody's calendar. We're gonna need you for KTU for your 30-year anniversary next year.
Definitely, man. It's a go. It's a go,
it's a
man.
Go. You heard
the
it
Pro
first
Show
here,
is
okay?
a go.
The Pro Show. My brother Sean Paul.
Hey.
Let's go into a whole Sean Paul mix right now, right here on your #1 station. Let's go, New York. It's 103.5 KTU.
Yo.